Good morning. Getting ready to go for today. No frost this morning, so we can get started anytime. Phil's getting grain system stuff ready. We're going to get our first bin full, corn bin here today. So he's getting our cross drag ready so we can start filling the big bin. While we've got the combine in the shop here, I'm going to open the grain tank covers and we're going to wash some windows, all the windows, in the warm here. This open in here before with the heater, so just remember to close it before we'll back it out. All right. Oh. All right. So we got 3 windows to wash here because we got to do this one, and we undo these clips. Fold it up, wash the inside of it, or the outside, or whichever way you want to say. And then there's another window in the back of the cab glass. They're all dirty. There, look at that. You can see all the way through. This one here is a little scratched up, but it's okay. Now, last piece, our cab corners. That's plastic. I should use the plexiglass cleaner instead of the glass cleaner. But it's clear down on the bench, and I'm already up here. And it's just gonna get dirty again real fast anyway. Oh yeah! Much better. Much better. Double check. Okay, we're good. All right, combine's ready to roll. Brock should be here any minute. Phil is up there greasing our cross drag. So we're filling this bin right here, right now. And it's got 2 or 3 rings left. When it's done, we have to start filling the one way in the back there, the big one with that double run conveyor going up the top. So he's just making sure that's all cleaned out and ready to go. A lot of times we get a bunch of red dog. Give me the comments on that one. Building up in the bottom of that. So you guys see all this red stuff laying all over the ground? Oh, wrong way. There. Piles of it there. That's all the stuff that's coming off the cobs and the corn, the kernels, as it's drying and flying out the side of the dryer for the most part. That's where it's coming from. But around here, I've always called it red dog. That's what my dad called it. It's just what I've always known it as. Apparently, the rest of you guys out in the Midwest call it bees wings. I'd never heard that term until I started working for a seed company, and I was like, what the heck are you guys talking about? And then a few weeks ago, Anna calls me or texts me. She's like, what do you call the chaff that comes off of corn? I'm like, chaff? What are you talking about? She's like, no, the red stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I call it red dog. But she was like, they said bees wings. I've never heard that term before. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, apparently we're weird ones out here, I guess. I don't know. How about you guys? What do you call it? It's everywhere. It makes a mess. Anyway, it's time to shell corn. The dryer's almost out. I'm hoping we can get a truckload back before it shuts down from running out of corn, but we'll see. We're just down the road. The farm it's right on the other side of those trees. Can you see the top of the leg from here? You can, but you guys can't tell the difference between the top of the leg and the trees. There you go. Anyway, 110-day corn here, 10L16, I believe. Part of this field sprayed with fungicide, part of it not. This was one that we flew the drone over earlier in September, and you could see a drastic difference where we sprayed and where we didn't. So it'll be interesting to see how much that shows up on the yield map. Heck, you can see it right here. The difference between those 2 rows. Clearly, he didn't get these last 5 rows when he was doing the perimeter. Must have been off a few rows, which is no big deal, but yeah, it shows up. I got a row that keeps plugging up, and I'm in a little grass right in this corner. We've got some more of that grass issue. I don't think it's widespread in this field, but it was in that corner. And then I started to see smoke. I think we might have a bearing out. or maybe it's just all plugged up. I don't know. Let's pick all this crap out of here. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, I think it's just this stuff getting bound up in there. Stripper plates or my snapping rolls are getting it bound up, caught up. So I think I can reverse the head and that'll fall out. And once we get out of this grass, we won't have that issue. I had thought maybe one of them front idler bearings, snapping rolls, was out. But that does not seem to be the case. Well, it looks okay. I don't know if it is okay. Can still see some grass and stuff bound up in there. But a bunch of it's worked out. I can see it working off there. Alright, try it again, see if it clears out. All good now. Get out of the weeds, or the heavy weeds, and it works. So a few days ago we had that one field or two fields that were really bad, had a lot of grasses, it's foxtail, throughout a significant portion of those fields that was really bad. For the most part, the rest of the fields have not been that way. Where we do have it, it's on the end rows and in some of the corners where the corn didn't canopy as quick, was a little slower growing. Definitely a failure on our part this year, not getting those weeds controlled in the early part of the season like we needed to, and something we will pay a lot more attention to in the future. Given that I am doing the V5 fungicide pass, it's kind of like, why aren't we just throwing Roundup in the tank and killing this grass off and not having issues? Kind of going to a two-pass herbicide program a little bit. So something that we need to address this winter, talk about, make a better plan. I will talk to our chemical rep that I work with a lot, kind of get his thoughts on doing a two-pass system versus the premium single pass that we've been doing, or trying to figure out what the best option for us moving forward is. Well, that'll wake you up. Holy crap. Did not see it coming. Should have, didn't. Let's see if I can reverse that out, because it's stuck. Yeah. That one's gonna be a problem. Half a shed in our field here. Yeah. There's the rest of it. Oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. Got that one out. Let's see if I can drag these other ones out of here. Oh, they're still attached to the framing. Holy crap. That is too much work for my lazy butt. It's not that old either. Still got chalk lines on it. Oh. Brock got two pieces. That's it. He got his two. I imagine it was one of those that blew away, and so they built another one. Didn't bother coming out here to pick it up. I don't know when that happened. It's been there for a while because there's no corn under it. You'd think they would have been able to see it from the driveway, but hey, whatever. It's fine. I got it. I tried to get all the pieces of board and any screws that were laying there, but you know, if we have a flat tire when we get to the end of this row, we'll know why, won't we? Oh man, I am too old for that crap. Okay, well, I have some good news and some bad news. We'll start with the bad news. One, we're getting a lot of chunks of cob in our sample. That is a varietal issue. This variety always happens to me with that, where we get a lot of little pieces of cob. We're also grinding some corn up. Good news, number one, is that the combine's working on it, right? It is adjusting settings. It's widened the concave out a lot. It's changing the fan speed and stuff, trying to clean that up. If I click this history, we can see the active adjustment here for multiple issues, broken grain, grain loss. We were showing a bunch of sieve loss. We're not anymore, shoe loss, I guess. So that is good. That has cleaned that up quite substantially. The broken grain is getting better, and I've made some changes for the cob chunks in there that I think is getting better. So that's that. The good news is this is pretty good corn. This field's gonna go really, really good. So this hybrid, as challenging as it is to harvest, it is phenomenal corn. This is the same hybrid that did really well in my high management plot a couple of days ago. And like this round, since we got unloaded, we're running 240 across here. Like, there is some huge numbers out here. And I am excited about that because I planted 3 boxes of this hybrid. So we've got a lot of it, which is a good thing. Well, we're moving across here. Lots of bushels. That's what we've got. Lots of freaking bushels. I mean, it's just been solid green all the way across here. The rounds are averaging 230 to 240. The field average is up to 216 and climbing rapidly still. When we got done with the end rows, right, I did these front ends. We did one pass along the side. Oh, now I have a screenshot. Go back. And then we did these ends along the woods there. I think the average was like 166, and we're all the way up to 216 just from what we've done. We're 16 acres into it. So this is really good corn. This is lots of fun. I am super excited for the rest of harvest now, knowing what I am finding here. So it is 11:15. We are going to catch Phil. He's not going to be able to keep up. So hopefully we can get back here with another truck or two, and then we'll stop for lunch and get everything caught back up. But our sample is looking better. I still got more cob than I would like. I'm having a hard time getting that cleaned up, but we're not grinding it. We're not throwing it out like we were, and the combine is working really well. So good things. So I told you that part of this field got sprayed with fungicide and part of it didn't. Right there is the split, and it is so obvious where that line is. I'm gonna pull the pass that's supposed to be on the line. I don't know if we're quite matched the planter to the spray. Should be close. But you can also see he made part of the next pass that way coming this way. He made part of it and then ran out, and you can see exactly where that line is. But I mean, look at those rows. I mean, it's right there. That's incredible, the difference. We're gonna have to watch this map real close and see how much it changes here. See how dark it is here, and then there's a line right there. It's where he ran out of fungicide. VT fungicide, Miravis is what we used. About right there. More top standing straight up, lighter tissue, it's not as dark, healthier plants. Just stark difference, stark difference. Well, this here is the last full pass of the fungicide treated stuff. Now we did perimeter the field, and there's more of it that got sprayed. So it's not all of the fungicide stuff, but most of what's left is end rows that typically yield less anyway. So I am expecting that our average yield is only going to come down from here. We'll see. We'll see how it the rest of the field goes. But I'm quite interested to see what kind of difference that this fungicide did make. So we gotta go do some end rows down here, but field average right now sits at 217, almost 218. See where we are when we finish. See that spot with all the grass? There was no corn there, so the grass grew. You know why? It's where we blew a hydraulic line with our anhydrous applicator, and it killed all the corn. Also, there's a fungicide split again. Okay, we got to work around this big wet hole here, so I'm making a pass that goes through the middle there because there's end rows and it'll be easier to get them off. But when we get up to the front, we'll have enough to fill that truckload that's sitting over there, and I think we're going to stop for lunch. It's almost 1 o'clock, so Yeah, one more time. You see the pass that goes across there? When my spray guy came, he came along there, and then he went around the wet hole and back over, and he sprayed this port and not in the middle, and then he sprayed on the other side and not after. Yeah, it stands out. I don't know that we're seeing it on the yield map just yet. Actually, we are, because look how much more light green there is there than there is over here. It's very apparent. This will be an interesting one to look at the yield data on later. Also, we're down 10 bushel an acre. Mostly from those ends along the trees, but yeah. It's a touch drier than what the combine had been saying. It was 25 something, mostly 24s on there, so dryer's still moving along. We're in good shape. Brock, are you qualified to drive this truck?
Nope.
Nope.
Say a prayer.
It's an auto shift. It's an I shift. It's the easiest truck transmission to drive, second to an Allison, but they don't make them with those. You should be all right. We made it safely. Brock didn't even crash. Oh, he's not out of the truck yet to react to that. He's fine. All right, well, let's finish this up. I think we got about 15-ish acres to go here, and then we jump across the corner over there. Brock came on the radio complaining that his windows are dirty. He wants my window cleaner. There you go, bud. I told him he couldn't have it because I was almost out. And he's like, well, I'll clean your windows first. And I said, dang, I should have taken him up on that. But I did it before we started this morning and they're still good. So I had to give him my leftover window cleaner. I better get a new bottle. Chasing out the pheasants. Done. Now we go over there, but we're gonna drive to that end of it because there's a better driveway over there. Finished at 203, so we went all the way from almost 218 down to 203. What's that, a 15 bushel decline once we got out of the fungicide treated stuff? Now a lot of that is endros, but still significant. Risky. One pass with poles along the field. We're good. Yeah, got a little skinny. Then he can get back over. I wasn't going to make it back down to the other end of the field to do 3 passes and then don't, so get her empty here. Nice thing about having fields next to each other, I can unload on the go on my outside pass when my grain cart gets here. So we're opening up. We had to go around those trees, and we got all this up here done, but now we got to do the ends back here. And yeah, anyway, we'll get there. Coming? Here he's coming. Apparently I can't make a round. Whoops. All right. We spilled a little corn. Brock made me spill more corn, but that's what grain cart drivers do. They're always wrong. Just in case you didn't know that. It's not just Brock. All grain cart drivers, they're wrong every time. Unless I'm in the grain cart, and then I'm not wrong. Anyway, there's the farm. See our windmills off there in the distance? Good clear day. You can see them. Those are, I think, 30, 35 miles north of us. Something like that. You can see all the red lights flashing at night when we have clear nights. Yes, it's still raining corn. I don't even want to look at the top of the cab. Nope, not gonna look at it. See what I see over there? Oh, we got a rider coming. I hear he's had a rough day at school, but everything gets better when you get in the combine, so he's gonna hang out for a while. And we're gonna do a live stream in a little bit. Hope you caught it. What's up, bud?
Hey.
He even brought his own snacks. Good job. You ready to go?
Yeah, but...
Ah.
Wait, is there corn on the roof? I want to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of corn on the roof. Well, this sure doesn't look like it, but it's pretty darn good corn. Instant round average, 134 for the round. Like, that's, holy crap, this is good corn. I'm surprised. Now, it got sprayed with the fungicide. We did this stuff. We took care of it. I think the fungicide is the common denominator of what's paying off big time here. That plus early planting. The late planted stuff with fungicide was good. The early planted with fungicide is much, much better and better grain quality. Before we do our live stream, Ryland's going to read to me for a little bit. What's this book called?
Picky Pig.
What?
Picky Pig.
Picky Pig. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Picky Pig.
Mama has eggs for pig.
Good job. For tomorrow's video. Alright, it is dark. We're live streaming. We got Ryland riding with us still. Brock's over there in the grain cart, and we're making progress on this field. We are 31 acres into it of the 47 out here, and it's still pretty good corn. Hey dude, you're in the way. But we're just getting ready to wrap up the live stream. Hadn't filmed anything. It's dark. I figured I better show you guys what was going on, something before we finish this. Short rows here so the grain cart does not get emptied by the time we get to the end, which means we stop, let her empty out. Brock's not good enough to make the turn and not spill any.
No comment.
No, that's really hard to do. We're not doing it. I wouldn't let him try it if he wanted to. So, yeah, but things are still going well here. I have no idea how full our wet bin is. It's got to be getting fairly full, but I want to finish this field if we can, and then there's 10 acres across the road that we'll do if we can. So, we'll see. That's how it's done, guys. Okay, well, I got the answer as to how far we can go tonight. Phil just came on the radio and said we got one more truck. The wet bin is full and we can load a truck, and that's it. So, all right, that's fine. It'll be early night tonight. The dryer's gonna have to run. All right, we're gonna finish this little bit here, and that's probably gonna be all we get tonight because our wet bin is full. So, Brock's up there. We can get a little bit in the truck yet. And then the rest of it we'll just leave on the cart. There's not that much there. It should fit pretty easily. So that's a good day. I don't know. I'll have to add up the acres when we're done. All right. Well, this is going to be it. Our cart's going to be relatively empty. I don't know if he'll get it all on the truck or not, but it'll be close. And we could fill the cart up, but it's just not worth it. We're not going to finish the field, so what's the point? We're going to get ready for doing the plot tomorrow. Agronomist Wade said bright and early. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to make sure everything's ready. So we're just going to drive the combine across the field over there. I don't know if I should put it in tonight. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference whether we have it inside or not. So we'll just drive it up there, and we'll take the cart because we're going to use the cart to do all our scales, weighing everything that we need, just like we normally do. It shouldn't take too terribly long, go fairly quick, and the dryer should have plenty of wet corn that we won't be holding anything up anyway. I mean, there's a barn right here. We might as well put the combine inside tonight, right? Well, the red light's not on up there. It might have been and gone off though. He's still got a loaded truck here. Brock dropped me off in his go-kart to get our truck that you can't see because it's dark. All right, so here's the deal. We've got a lot of wet corn. It never quite made it to the last light, the red one there, but we do have one of them yellow vindicator things there that tripped. So it's pretty darn full, and we've got two full truckloads there. So we're gonna let the dryer run. Phil's gonna watch it tonight and get it switched over to the big bin, the other bin, because our 42-foot bin that we have been filling is just about full. Not quite, but it's close enough that it won't run all night, and I don't want to mess with it during the middle of the night, so he's going to get that switched over here tonight. He is also getting our GSI dryer ready to go, the top dry bin. So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow and get that thing running, which will be good. It'll help keep through this a little bit faster. It's kind of a pain in the butt to use both at the same time, just because we can't really fill them both at the same time, and they both need to be filled at the same time. But we'll make it work. So anyway, that's the plan there. And we should be able to work through this wet corn. I don't know if it won't be gone in the morning, but that's a good time to screw around with the plot and let the dryer catch up, right? So that's the plan. I will be back for a couple of overnight checks of the dryer in the middle of the night. And, yeah, fun. So we'll keep stuff moving. But have a great night. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Tomorrow is corn plot day. Agronomist Wade will be here. Maybe I'll even get him on camera for you guys. But yeah, it should be good. I'm excited to get that data off of there and keep going with corn harvest. We'll finish the field that we're in there tomorrow and the one across the road probably, and then we'll see where we go from there. We might have to go look at the double crop beans, but I cannot imagine we're going to do them tomorrow. It just doesn't seem like they'll be dry enough. But I don't know when they'll be drier. I don't know. We'll see. Have a good night. See you later.